Hello YouTube. How are you doing? Someone asked me recently about my snap caps practice rounds, and pretty much in some cases they work. In other cases, these two for example, they cause nothing but trouble. You remember the video for the shotgun where I had to remove the tube. So basically I just use empty shells as practice. So if I'm standing up, to get everything in, to get all the guns in the view, I had to lift the camera higher than normal. Now the 9mm ones, it's the same issue. All the ridges, the edges are starting to flay out. I don't know if that's the proper word, but pretty much these get jammed in the gun too a lot because it's all nicked and scratched, which is very shame. The ones that do hold up are the 45s. I practiced with these as many times as with a 9mm, and yet these are not as abused. They look still brand new. The longest snap caps, and I've used these hundreds and maybe 1,000 times by now, 357s, and like the 45s, they look brand new, even though I've used them for many years. Yeah, I'm old. There you go. .686. Nothing in the chamber. That easy. And they fall out easily too. A gun I love practicing with, everyone's favorite, AMT. Nothing in the chamber. And you can pull the trigger without the magazine. Great sound. But that's the problem with snap caps. But you get the idea. 22s, obviously you never dry fire. You always use now the Ruger Light, you can dry fire without the dummy rounds, but not a lot. You have to be careful. I like these a lot, but these are hard to find. I'm not buying on Amazon. I quit doing that. I prefer to buy from brick and mortars when possible. It's unsafe. Nothing in the chamber. There you go. one safely ejected. And as you can see, there we go. Now, my main issue has always been with the 9mm. Especially the Terragun. Look at all the scratches and the dings. And if you run the end on your finger, you can feel it's all jagged. The worst crime for me is what it has done to the mags. I don't know if you can tell. It's totally scratched. There, you can see it now. Those dummy rounds have made some deep scratches. Look at that, 2 deep scratches. Here it's just starting. These are from the dummy rounds, not from live rounds. Now, for the Gershon, I'm lucky so far. Hasn't had the same issues. And it ejects a lot better, as you can see. Do I have any more? No, I shot a lot of these out. Ejects it correctly. And the same thing, except for this one here. But that's typical, because when you eject it, you're not doing it with the same force as with the explosion of the powder and the primer igniting. The primer igniting the powder. So the demonstration was basically to show you, in my case, 1, 2, 3, practicing with snap caps is very beneficial. I haven't had any issues here. It's just with the 9mm, it's a bit frustrating because the 9mm is what I shoot the most. Obviously, I didn't bring out all my guns, but you get the idea. So when friends ask me, is it safe or good to use plastic rounds? In my case, it was 50-50. This is very disappointing. These are the 3 that jam in the tube, because all the edges are scratched to hell. I don't know if that picks up on the mic. So because of all these serrated edges, it gets stuck. As for my case in here, as far as I can tell, there's no damage in the guns, but I'm lucky that it does damage the magazines in my case. So I would say go at your own risk. These are all from the same company, the same brand. I guess I must have gotten a bad batch of 9mm, because These look brand new after years of use. And I've had these are the last ones I bought. So these technically are newer, but they're the most damaged, the most severe cases of abuse. It's a shame because I like to practice, Sorry, practice on holstering, practicing your grips. It's empty. Practice, practice, practice. That's how you get better. When I was in the Army, we grew up on rifles. We literally slept with our rifles. Is it the same size as the real deal? So. It's the same diameter. They both fit. I'm not going to put a live round. I'm not that stupid. I guess what I'm trying to get at, in my scenario, yes, it does work. I practice a lot when I can because I do live with someone who has mental issues. I'm not talking bad. This individual, he freaks out whenever he sees my collection. If you haven't noticed, I haven't named anything because he can hear. That's one issue. The other issue is I used to practice outside, but now we have nosy new neighbors, so I have to choose my time when I practice outside my backyard, not the front. So my first snap caps were for revolver. And with the speed loaders, as you saw, it's instantaneous. Before I bought this, this used to be a painful procedure. This is the number one investment, and this is the number two investment I recommend for anyone to practice to get better. Dummy bullets and a speed loader. Now these are live rounds. These are the last I made from my Lee loader, my Lee press. But what my friend does, he puts used primers. He puts a live bullet, but he fills it with cement. So it's a bit heavier, but it's the real feel. I won't do that because I'd rather fire these than have a little show. I just realized I did not verify the angle of my camera, so I hope this was presentable. My hat is in the way. So GSG 16, 686 Smith & Wesson, Terra TM9, first generation. I went to the range. It shoots amazing. I really wish I'm allowed to film there. I had no issues, nothing like the other people in the videos. The only complaint for me, every round hit me in the face. How do I know that? Look at all that. All these are from every time I shot, the bullets literally came from the top to my face. Every one. This is my baby. This is the last gun I bought before the gun ban came into effect. I would love to shoot this more, but it jams so much. Every second, third round, it won't fire. It's like the bullet won't fire. That's how it is. And I've taken this apart, and you can probably see still some of the oil, cleaning oil. It sounds like there's dirt, but there's not. It's a shame. This was made in the same country as this. Okay. I pray to Jesus that the angle was correct. What saved me from this is the fact that I wear glasses. That's what saved me at the range. My knees are cracking, so I'll stop the video here. Make sure there's no leftovers. So 15 minutes. I didn't realize I'd yep for so much. Enjoy your day, YouTube. Practice makes perfect. Always remember that. When you have extra money, I always recommend to buy another gun. Bye-bye.